Good morning. Let's do your Seint tutorial. I have got your colors in the palette. I've got wheat, amber, ash, sandstone, desert sunset. I've got the vanilla dust setting color, Bella bronzer, rose gold, and then I slipped in the lip conditioner. Got some eyeshadows on the bottom, Sabrina, oak, unicorn, Tawanda, Graceland, Soulmate, and then Foxy, and then I put the little brush cleaner sponge in the middle. So let's get started. I went ahead and sprayed my face with toner and put on my moisturizer, and then I added my primer, the setting spray that I use as a primer. I'm going to use the 3D brush today. It's kind of got a cone shaped end and then a fluffy end. I'm going to go in to that wheat first. I'm going to kind of use it as a covering up the redness on me. This is your brightener, but for me, I'm using it as like a color corrector. Would also use it as a color corrector like under your eyes where you have some discoloration, and anywhere else you want to color correct. I'm going to go in with Aura as my brightener. I'm going to kind of do it in the middle of my forehead. I'm going to do it on the inner corner of my eyes and right there on the outer corner. This is where you're going to be putting your wheat. We kind of put it on the main areas, which is mainly the T-zone area. Next, I'm going to go in with your main color, which is amber. And we're just going to kind of dot it across your forehead on the main part of your cheek. I'm going to leave a little space there for contour. You can do it in any order you want. I was just kind of doing it in this order because it's just the way I grabbed it. I'll just kind of take what's left and just kind of brush it over my eyelids. We're going to take the cone-shaped end still and we're going to go into that ash. And you're going to stay on your hairline. And then you're going to kind of go up. Kind of right on your cheekbone. Not above it, you're not below it, you're just kind of like right there on it. And then you're also going to do your jawline. I also like to go straight down by my ear, so you're kind of like connecting those two. I take it down my neck, or where that normal cleft is in your chin, just go right behind that and just kind of brush it. It's anywhere a normal shadow would fall on your face. We're really just playing with lights and darks at this point. If you want to, you can go ahead and add your lip and cheek, but I'm going to wait and do that in a minute. I'm going to stick with the same brush, but I'm going to use the fluffy end now. I'm just going to, first of all, kind of swirl back and forth real light the colors underneath my eye. I'm just going to kind of start patting it in. I'm literally just kind of patting and pushing and flicking the colors into my skin. Kind of start from the inside out. I usually do my eyes first, just since it's the brightest colors, and then just kind of work my way out. It is cream, so you can kind of move it around as you would like. If the padding doesn't work for you, you can do, like the little circles. It's whatever works best for you. But the cream is going to be movable until you set it. I think we're all blended. So next, I'm going to go in with that sandstone. I'm just going to kind of lightly press that in, and you just kind of blend until you get the color that you'd like. I'm also going to take my finger into that sandstone. I like to have a gloss finish on my lips, so I'm also going to top that off with Desert Sunset. I'm going to switch over to the blush and bronzer brush, and I'm going to go in with that Bella bronzer. Technically for bronzer, the easiest way to remember is it's kind of like you're doing an E and a 3. Anywhere that the sun would kiss you and give you that nice little warm glow. The blush and bronzer brush is a super fluffy brush, so it's definitely easier to swirl and just kind of get those colors wherever you want them. All the brushes will give you a different finish, so you just kind of have to play around with them and see what kind of finish you like. I'm going to go back to that 3D brush, and I'm going to go into that rose gold. The tippy top parts of my cheek. I'm bringing it right down that middle part of my nose. Kind of fun. You can do a little dab in the middle of your cheeks too if you'd like. And that's pretty much it with your full face. We can hop on over to the eyeshadows. It is the smudge brush right now. There's a small conical end and then like a little bit larger rounded end. I'm going to take the little bit larger rounded end and go into Sabrina. From lash line to brow line. It's really which brush works best for you. I just like the control I have with this. I like densely packed bristles. I just have better control. Obviously, if I'm trying to blend, I'll use the fluffy, like a fluffy part of the eyeshadow brush, but this gives me more control of what I want when I want. I think next I'm going to go with that Tawanda. It is a beautiful color. Actually a really pretty lip color too. I'm going to do a squirt of the setting spray on my counter, and I'm going to dip my brush into it just to get it a little damp, not soaking wet, just a little damp, so it'll make that Tawanda just a little bit darker. You see? Made it go on a little bit more. Give it a little pop. I'm going to take the smaller end of the eyeshadow brush into that oak, just to give it a little bit of depth there in my crease. You don't have to do that. I just like to do that. And then I will take a tad of that unicorn and just going to do that inner corner. And then I'm getting the lip conditioner. And then I'm going to dab it into that Graceland. And it'll stick to it. And I am just going to pat it all over my lid. And it just kind of ties the colors together without really having to blend them. We have a gorgeous sparkle. This will be a good time to use the brush cleaner because I want to use the end of the smudge brush again. So I've got a towel, my brush cleaner, and I am just going to squirt it and just kind of rub it off on the towel. And we're clean and we're dry and we're ready to use. I'm going to go back into that Sabrina and just kind of soften up that transition. Okay, I'm going to take the small part of the multitasker brush again and go into that oak. Smudge it underneath a little bit, give it a little bit of line. You are more than welcome to line up top. I'm not going to do that right this second. I'm going to take our brow brush. I dipped it into the setting spray that I sprayed on my counter. Go into oak. And I am just going to give a little bit of shape and color to my brows. Grab your favorite mascara, put it on. I am going to double set. I know that sounds a little crazy, but I'm going to use the Perfector sponge with Kula setting spray, which actually has some sunscreen in it, so I'm kind of getting 2 for 1, just kind of like you do with our setting spray and primer. And then I'm also going to do a little brush all over of our setting powder, which I'm going to do first. I'm going to take the blush and bronzer brush, and I kind of squeeze my bristles together just so it gets right there in that tin, and I just kind of brush it all over. Pour the setting spray onto the sponge. I'm just going to dab it all over. I forgot one thing. I wanted to take that rose gold and do it up here on the outer part of my eye. And you're good to go. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, let me know. And I'm so excited for you to get your goodies. Bye.